rather than making something in clay and then having to make various moulds out of it, which then you then have to still get to a wax stage afterwards. It's actually a lot quicker just to be able to make the actual sculpture in wax.
Straight into wax.
Because we're using a process here called lost wax process, which is probably one of the oldest processes of bronze casting, where you basically create a sculpture and you encase it with a mould. You invest it, it's called an investment mould, and then that goes into a kiln, wax is melted out, strap it up, winch it out,
And that's going to go to...
take it over to the pit. So we lower the moulds in there and pack it really tightly. They have to be packed really quite tight because of the heat, obviously, that of the bronze.
All right. We'll get those other three in. Yeah, we'll just loosen the sand down there a bit.
You know, because obviously he's an artist as well, and obviously he technically knows so much. So, you know, he's a good person to be able to have conversations with about sort of concept and technique, and trying to get those two things coming together. So it's been the work has kind of come out of a lot of conversations with, you know, with him as well, and sort of close kind of, you know, working with various ideas and sort of bouncing them off him at the same time. You know.
Right. Oh, okay.
You get suited up, protective clothing. You know, bronze is being heated to around 1500 degrees, so you don't want any of that spilling on you. And when the crucible comes out, it's beautiful. It's bright red. You'll feel the heat. You won't want to get too close without protective clothing. And it can be dramatic. Sometimes it can be fairly undramatic.
Yeah, probably best, isn't it? Because he's going to tilt. It's going to be tilting that way, isn't it? So you're going to feel comfortable like that, doing it that way.
Yeah.
And basically comfort, because John's doing the twisting, isn't he? So which either way really, but it'd probably be best walking forward, wouldn't it? Wow.
Down. Right, hold it there. Good. Hold it there. More this way, towards Marco. That's it. All right. Okay.
Keep it flowing. You know, it can still be hot after a couple of days.
Lovely.
It could come out in a number of ways. There is a lot of things that can still go wrong, like parts of the mould might not be aired properly, and bronze might not get to certain parts of it. It can bubble depending on if it's got dampness in the mould. So there's things that can go wrong. So they never quite. They're not kind of like these beautiful. Perfect objects when they go out. They need a lot of work. So, and then that's at that point you again winch them out, move them back into the next room, and you start taking an axe to it and chisels. Yeah, that's hard work as well. First I've got to get this strapping off. This bit is actually the hardest bit, because once you get to the next bit, it's pretty soft. So it comes off pretty easily. Whoa!
You can also give the cup a bit clouting just to try and cause some vibrations through it to loosen it a bit.
Yeah?
And then put it on the side and get that going.
What, you just bang the cup?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's, yeah, it's pretty much there. At this point, I just got to cut them all off.
Just got to cut the risers off.
Yeah, because I can't get in there.